Hey, Michal, welcome to the Impact Revolution channel. Thank you so much for coming. How are you doing?
Hi, thank you very much. I'm doing well. It's still hot, but it was raining, so I'm ready for our conversation.
All right, here in Fortaleza in Brazil is always hot, so
I know I was once in Brazil, and I love this country.
yeah,
Copacabana and the music. Oh my
yeah,
God! So
it's
let it
beautiful.
be. Yeah.
All right. And normally, Michal, I ask a couple of questions that are a bit personal in order for the audience to know you a bit better. And then we can go to the more professional teaching questions. Is that okay? Business
Okay.
questions.
Yeah. Go
All right.
ahead.
So now that we have discussed about Brazil, if you could wake up anywhere in the world tomorrow, Michal, where it would be and why?
Okay. So as you know, I told you I travel a lot.
All
So
right.
the best place for me would be an island.
An island. Okay.
Hot water, a lot of vegetables, fruits, the
Mhm.
beach, sand beach, and that's it. Nothing more.
Uh,
I have found it
uh,
in Mauritius and also
uh,
Seychelles and Maldives.
uh,
So these would be approximately my dream.
one of your choices. All right,
Yeah.
cool. That's very nice. That's very nice. I never been visited any of those islands, so yeah, I
Oh,
heard good
it's
things though.
it's so pretty, and you can just relax. You have work-life balance, really like in heaven. No
All right.
worries, always something to eat, to drink, to relax, to read. So that's it.
Uh, all right, cool. Thank you for sharing that, Michal. Second question will be if you, yeah, anyone who really knows you very well, Michal, and admires you a lot, how will define who Michal is?
This is very important question, but this you have to ask exactly that person and not me or myself.
Sure, sure.
Because
So I want to personalize the other person.
yeah, I know, but uh, I will tell you something about my person. I'm like a monk, so uh, it's hard to explain it. I like have the things really in the line, but I can be also like an actor. I can be funny. So for me, it is important to have everything in the line. It
Uh,
depends also. It can be top down, the straight away, but it must be. I have to be happy, and also others should be happy. That's it.
all right,
But
all right.
really, you have to ask my friends. I do not have a lot of friends. The real friends, but
Sure.
they would probably give you much more. They would also give you some expressions I wouldn't like, but I don't care. That's me.
That's funny. That's funny. Okay, Mikhail, thank you. No, yeah, I got the point. I think it's like a balanced lifestyle, right?
Yeah,
A kind of a balanced person. That's good.
exactly.
Yeah, and you say something about happiness. It's another question I would like to ask a lot. If I ask you what was your happiest moment in your life so far, Michal, what is the first memory that comes to your mind?
Uh, when I got father, but I've lost the baby,
Okay. Uh-huh.
and
Sorry
uh,
for that.
yeah, no problem.
Mm-hmm.
This was probably the happiest session of my whole life,
Mm-hmm.
and the second one would be that I was born.
All right.
Because it was not easy for my parents. My mother was almost 5 or 6 months in emergency room, so in hospital,
All right. Wow.
and she couldn't move. She had to just lie on the bed, and yeah, and that's me. So it was
Wow.
not so hard, but for my mom and also my parents, it was really tough.
Sure, yeah, I can imagine. That's kind of a miracle, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I
Yeah.
am not a miracle, but it's
You're
me,
a
you
bless.
know.
You're blessed. You've been blessed.
Exactly. Yeah, it can
Yeah.
be like a sign, you know. So here I am. I'm just
Okay.
working.
Love it, love it. That's good. That's good. All right. So, I'm very curious about your why. You seem to be very motivated to helping people,
Yeah.
especially your students, also here on LinkedIn. So, I was wondering, what is your why? What it makes you doing these things?
Uh, yeah, because I want to change a little bit this world. Our world is really changing more rapidly, you know, than ever before.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to show the students that it's not only about memorizing the topic, the rules, but it should be also done with your heart because I'm doing this with my heart and I want to show the perspective of life also to my students with real experiences, real examples from the life. Because the problem of education nowadays is that we are just producing, but we are producing quantity and not quality. And this is
Mm-hmm.
what I want to change too, that we have quality workers, quality employees, which we
Mm-hmm.
also need, and we can show them that they are needed. And this is very important, the cooperation between business side and also educational sector.
I agree totally. And what kind of examples do you give, or what are your favorite examples, that you give the students?
The first example is that the remote work works. I'm the best example. I was working 15 years from home.
The what,
You know,
sorry? The
I
what?
was, yeah, I was working 15 years from home.
All
15
right.
years, you know, can you
The remote work.
imagine this? So, and this is also the main topic of my research, remote work.
Mhm.
And I'm just telling them the truth, you know, we should not always wear the glasses, you know, sunglasses, but we should open the eyes, you know,
Mm,
because synergy is really important in our life. So they have to find the synergy between the work and also life, and also the employers. You know,
mm,
the bosses have to understand our issues, our demands. You know, because we are important. Exactly. Yeah. Yes, we are important too. Not only the
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 business.
company, the
Yeah.
culture, but we are the important part of the company.
Mhm, mhm. Totally. Yeah, no, the employees are the running business. Right? There is no business at all. All
Yeah.
right, very good. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I think remote work works well, depending on the culture and the business and the leadership that is in
Mhm.
there. So I think, now there is a lot of misunderstanding that remote work is not working, but I think it's because of the culture and because of the lack of leadership and motivation of the employees, rather than the actual, hybrid world. So yeah, good point. Thank you. What else
You're
do
welcome.
you share the students, for instance? Yeah, because I'm curious.
Yeah, can you repeat it because I didn't hear?
Yeah, what else do you share? What are your main lessons, that you share with
Yeah.
your students apart
Yeah,
from remote work?
normally, yeah, normally I'm telling them that the worker of the future will go from having a job and role, you know, like occupation, to having the projects, you know, and employers, because we have to all cooperate together. It's not only
Uh-huh.
about really having this job that you are uh, in the office, you are working
Uh-huh.
like a machine, you know, but
Mhm.
you have to implement also your employees in the outcoming projects, you know, or for the future projects. um, the We, like human beings, we are learning by being curious, and this is what I want also from the students. Just
Uh-huh.
me, like a person, be that they are curious. What is that guy telling to us, you know? No, I don't want to hear this. I want that they are asking me, why are you standing here and why are you telling that remote work works?
Uh-huh.
I want to raise the opinion about this, to talk about this, to discuss, not just only doing the tutoring, because
Mm,
as you know, being close to others boosts also our optimism. It means it makes us more resilient and help us also better deal with everyday challenges. And this is
mhm,
what is also important for the students to know this. Uh,
mhm.
Also, it's funny because we
Uh-huh.
were talking about also about the leaders. The
Uh-huh.
leaders
Sure.
that leaders that convey values are those that foster teamwork, and that's it. Teamwork is for us very important because if you are not a
Mm,
team worker, you cannot work. Of course, if you are
mhm.
working remotely, like an
Yes.
interpreter, you don't need other team workers. But it depends on the work what you are doing.
Mhm, mhm. Sure. Yeah, definitely. And what do you think? You say about changing the world, right? And that was your why. What do you see is the biggest problem here in the world right now, Michal?
The biggest problem, we were talking about sustainability. So,
Hmm.
what does it mean to you, sustainability? Just tell me. What do you think?
For
What?
me,
Yeah. What does it mean?
sustainability is that there is a long-term, sustainable, let's say, I cannot use the same word, right? But I
Yeah.
mean, that you don't break, or you don't take more
Mhm,
than you need. And
mhm.
at the end, there is a long-term kind of stability, yeah, kind of thing. And
Exactly.
actually, yeah, so it's the stability thing, I would say, you don't take nothing, or you actually even give more,
Yeah.
in this circular economy, and all these kind of
Mhm.
things. Hmm.
Exactly. And you mentioned stability. So for me, I understand it like something that lasts. And
Uh-huh,
what is,
isso,
yeah, and it's
isso.
it's the same, but I use this another expression, the
Mhm.
last, because it can last values and also embracement. And I will explain you why. Because as an educator or as a teacher, it is important to educate, and I see education as a life boy, you know, and it must be different education as we know from the past and nowadays. Why? Because sustainable learning creates exactly learning that lasts. And 2 points. The first point is lasting values, and second point is that it embraces also lifelong learning. You
I
know?
lose the second. I lost you. You say lasting values the first, and the second.
Yeah. Embrace lifelong learning.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Mhm.
lifelong learning is for us and also for our business very important because if you are a, let's say, common worker, you are just going to the office and that's it. But if
Mhm.
you are hybrid worker, you have to learn because you have to combine on-site and also home site.
Mhm.
Those sites you have to combine, so you have to learn new skill. You have to learn how to make this works. So
Mhm.
computer system, hardware, software, and so on. So, and this is very important. Why I'm telling this? Because United Nations, developed goals of sustainability. And
Mhm.
in the fourth one is mentioned that we, United Nations and all countries, all people, and so on, should ensure inclusive and quality education for everyone, for all, and promote lifelong learning. I'm a
Mhm.
lifelong learner. I'm learning still, even I'm also educating. I'm not a
Sure.
book. I'm
Mhm.
really not a book. I have to learn it, I have to read it, and repeat, repeat, repeat. That's it, you know?
That's the only way to learn, practice, practice, and practice, is what
Exactly.
makes it permanent and lasting. All right,
Indeed.
very good, very good. And, you know, I'm curious, because your students in the university are mostly, I guess, young. So I was wondering, what is the main challenge that you see with this new generation that you are educating?
This is a very good question. You know why? Because we have five generations right now in our workplaces. You know, five generations, five different perspective of the life,
Uh,
five different skills. You know, and
mhm,
the new generation is about new systems, new technologies, new business models, new working models, new flexibility work models, new teaching and learning modules. Uh, and it rise also the uncertainty, in
mhm,
the whole world. So, and the young generation is used to learn differently. They want interaction with new technology, but also in old style. But they prefer more artificial intelligence, tools.
mhm.
So
Sure.
yeah, so I had to learn also, but thanks God, LinkedIn. I
Yeah.
had to learn to make videos with subtitles, and I'm using this also in my tutoring. So this is
Uh-huh.
what is it all about. So it's all about the educator to find the best solution for everyone, not
Mm,
only for the old generation, middle generation, and the new generation, but it is all about because we live in a world of peer-to-peer activity and of
mm,
emergent voices and of pop-up coalitions. So I've made recently. Right now, I'm writing one research paper, and it is all about smartphones. Oh my God! You know how many? There are more
What?
smartphones.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Michal. I lost you there,
Okay.
Michal. Yeah, can you
So
repeat that last thing,
yeah,
please?
right now I'm writing a research paper about the smartphones. You
Okay.
cannot imagine, but there are more smartphones than human beings.
Yeah,
Can
I
you
know.
imagine this?
Yeah, you see two, three. I was thinking yesterday. I passed by here, in Brazil, right, which is a developing country kind of thing, and you go, and I was in the street, and I saw this person that is living in the street, right? He has, cleaning cars, for the
Yeah,
people.
yeah, yeah, I know this. Yeah,
All right. So I was looking at him, and he was looking at a YouTube video, making a video call, and I was like, wow, all right, cool. Now,
you see,
even the poorest person has a smartphone and is doing
yeah,
video calls, It's like, wow, that's cool,
yeah, but
Yeah.
but that's our life. That's
Yeah.
our world right now.
Yeah. Yesterday I was talking also in a meeting, and people were saying, this Maslow hierarchy of needs,
Hierarchy.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, no.
So stop
Internet,
with
a
smartphone.
smartphone,
Yeah,
internet, a smartphone is just like water and electricity.
yeah.
You cannot live
And
with that.
and after this will come the car. Because
Yeah.
without car, without smartphone, without internet, you are not cool. Because
Yeah.
everybody is doing selfies and so on. Oh.
All right. I'm very curious about this research. So, what are your main findings so far, Michal?
I cannot tell you right now everything because this is I have just started. So
Okay.
it will,
All right.
but it will be about a topic. If it is possible to just doing work remotely with the smartphone, Because as you
Okay.
know, we are just working with a computer at home or somewhere when you are outside in hotel and like this when you are on the way. But you
Interesting.
are always, yeah, you are always using your laptop, your computer, your screen, and so on. So for me, as a researcher, I have to always be like a mosquito, you know. So I have to find a new topic and just discuss this and doing this research. So
Okay.
I, I'm really curious because I have found 12 people who would like to participate in this research. So we will see. I'm also curious, you know, because you have
Interesting.
to,
Yeah.
yeah, you have to prepare everything in advance, and then you can start with the, let's say, experiment.
I guess it depends on the technology, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know if at this stage smartphones are, work ready, let's say, to work
Mhm.
remotely. I don't think so, in my opinion, how I see it, because I think I'm more effective, at least productive with the laptop, right?
I know,
And
but it depends on the occupation, you
yeah,
know?
definitely, definitely,
Hmm.
definitely. I was thinking about that as well. It's like it
Hmm.
depends. But however, even in different occupations, if you allow the technology, right?
Hmm.
And to have Word, Excel in the smartphone and make it work.
Hmm.
The technology improvements, I think it could work.
Hmm.
I don't think there should be any issue.
Me,
Yeah,
like a remote teacher, for me, it is no problem just having a smartphone. I don't need
definitely.
this, you know, because you are just talking. You have to prepare yourself, of course, but you have to just doing the tutoring. So, and that's it.
Uh,
So, like
uh,
a remote teacher, the best is this, you know,
uh,
because you
uh,
are talking. You don't need to just check if everybody is inside in the classroom. You
uh,
just log in, log out, and that's it.
cool.
You see?
Very good. I was wondering also, if there is any other main challenges that you see in this new generation. I'm curious in terms of the mindset, in terms of the changes, in terms of the ambition, in terms of the fears.
Of course, you know, we like, I'm already in old generation, let's say. We are not interested in this stuff of being rich, you know. The new generation, they have this thinking, I have to get rich, but very quickly.
Uh,
They want to jump from one step to the next, but it's the fifth one. You know, you have to follow just some rules, and this is the main challenge also for them. But what I like from the new generation
yes.
is that they are more flexible. Like we are not so flexible. You know, because
Definitely.
they are once I have had some problems with some issues with WhatsApp. So my from my family, she's 16 years old. I just wanted to share more photos on WhatsApp, and I didn't know how to make it. And I sent once by once, you know. And
Okay.
she told me, Uncle, what are you doing? And I told her, explained her, and my niece told me, are you crazy? It's so easy. Look, you know. And I, okay, thank you. So I have learned also something, you know, and I'm happy when I can learn something from my student, something new, you know, because I can also implement this in my real life, and I did it too, you know. So
Sure.
these are also these funny things. What I like that they are more in health and well-being.
All right.
We,
That's
we
cool.
are
Yeah.
yeah, we are just like machines, you know. We are
Uh-huh.
okay. We have changed a little bit, also thanks remote work and other stuff, uh, but they also want equal opportunities, what I love, you know, because sorry, because integrating people who care for dependents or age groups, or what is very important right now is to avoid the depopulation of rural areas, you know.
Mm-mm.
because
Sure.
it's everything expensive, you know, and you cannot live
Uh-huh.
like this anymore. So these changes from the new generation, what I have seen and what I like.
All right, very interesting. I was a bit, well, not surprised, but it got my attention about getting rich ASAP. As soon as possible. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I think the
That's the, you
consumerism
know,
is
that's
going
the
to be
main point.
yeah,
Smartphone, car, and
Amazon.
that's it.
Everything in
Yeah,
2 seconds, arrive in your home the next day.
yeah,
Yeah, that's
exactly.
going to be a bit intense, I think. And could
Yeah.
be a big a problem. Yeah. What about, I was wondering, Michal, do you have any spirituality beliefs or something like that? Because then you want to change a bit the world, right? So I suppose you might want to also share that kind of inspiration to your students. And I was wondering, if they feel like that or they are more selfish. I don't know if I
Uh,
had made the question correctly, but
no, no, no.
you got my point, right?
Yeah, I understand what do you mean, but this is, this would be the best to share this with my students again, because I can only tell it from my point of view. Um, like like a leader, because teacher is similar to a leader.
Uh-huh.
So
Totally.
yeah, so we have to. So I will explain it like this.
Uh-huh.
Four eyes can see more than two eyes. This
Hmm.
is this is very important when we set out to create also it creates also happiness, because um, we were talking about the synergy. So
Yeah.
and we want this magic synergy, but
Uh-huh.
can this synergy occur also between me and my students? If I am, for example, talking remotely or not? Of course, it can, because there is no doubt that this greatly benefits we when we combine with being in a person. The level of exchange and trust takes a spectacular leap when this combination is just right. So,
Mm,
and this is what I'm always telling: find the magic of synergy, no matter in which sector you are working. And this magic of synergy is exactly this what you asked. It's about the spirituality, because you have to be like a not only teacher, but you have to be teacher, you have to be dad and mom, so parents. You have
mm,
to be also a listener, you have to be the friend. And this is really complicated. If you
mm.
have all this stuff and you have to combine this, I was also student, so
Yeah.
it can cause also some problems.
Mm, sure. Yeah. No, it's a multifaceted role, right?
Yeah, yeah.
With different hats. Yeah. Very good. I like this. Find the magic of synergy. I
Mhm.
think it's very important. We are at the end of the interview, Michal. So I was wondering, I really like one question. If you could leave a message to the whole world, what it would be?
Oh my god, I love this. uh I have to think over.
Hey, it can be a word, a phrase, a quote, whatever.
Uh-huh. Yeah, like I told you. So four eyes can see more than two.
Four eyes
And
can see more than
yeah,
two.
and let's find the
I
magic of
like that.
synergies.
Thank you so much, Michal.
No,
I was wondering, do you want to share anything else before we close?
thank you very much for this invitation, and it was really a pleasure to meet you also. Like I'm in Austria, you are in Brazil, So it was amazing convo, and I would
Thank
like
you.
to thank you for this opportunity to participate.
Uh-huh.
And I hope that the people will like it.
Yeah.
That's
Sure.
it's about a little bit about me, but also about you, and that's it. And
Uh-huh.
also about our world. Thank you very much.
To you. Very kind words. Thank you for your time. It was wonderful. All right.